everyone, my name is Ryan Medina, and here is my audience. Former President Barack Obama stated once, "Don't tell me your vote doesn't matter, and if you thought elections don't matter, I hope these last two elections have corrected that impression." In the United States, all Americans are equal under the law and are given a civic duty to uphold, and that is to go out there and vote. However, not many Americans truly exercise their right and vote whenever a certain policy gets passed in Congress, and that's when they tend to complain. It is our civic duty and our moral code to register and vote. We need to vote so that our voices are heard and that we implement change that we want to see as a nation. In the previous midterm cycles, we were so close to call elections who did not win. For example, for Congressman Beto O'Rourke did not win in the Congress, and so Ted Cruz won by nearly 48.3%, Beto losing, and 50.9% for Ted Cruz winning. The other thing is that in the United States, not many people in Congress thinks that climate change matters, and here's that right here, wherein clearly it states that 48% of Americans do think that human activity is the cause of pollution and that we need to take actions now, and as well as natural causes due to like volcano eruptions, car pollution, and forest fires that do cause pollution, and 20% only show no evidence. The other thing is that many people in America, maybe around 90%, do believe that gun rights is an issue and that we do need stricter gun laws. And so here it shows that 81% do favor universal background check for all people who want to purchase firearms, and how 17% of them do not. Mostly, I believe, Republicans. And so we do need to go out there and vote. So many of these implements do change. Take a look at other nations around the world. Recently in, I believe, Nigeria, where people planted about 1 million trees in about 12 hours. So those are still steps that we can do to help change Congress. And if you can see here that there are more turnouts this past 2 years in the midterms election than any elections before. Usually in history that midterms election do um, do perform lower than presidential elections because of the attentions it gets on the news. However, we can all change that in the near coming future of this election in 2020. We can go out there and register and vote by simply knowing what to do. Know that if you are a US citizen here, you can go out and register. You have to be at least 18 years or older. And if you do have disabilities, you can also get assistance. And there are simple 6 ways to register to vote. You can either prepare, do your homework, check your eligibility and guidelines and deadlines when to register. Second step is register. The third step is get informed. You want to know that who is your candidate that really has your core values and who you align with. And then you have to evaluate who and what your other options are. Either if you're a Republican, a Democrat, or an independent. And next step, you just register. Once you do register, go out there and vote. On election day, find your nearest polling station. You can either vote by mail and do submit it by the mail system, by the deadline. And the sixth step, just celebrate after. Because after you vote, you'll feel accomplished and you're ready fired up for the next election. Thanks for watching. One last thing. I'm here today to ask you to get up and get informed. Don't boo, but vote. Let's get fired up and ready to roll. Follow the politicians that is currently happening around the world and the states, and also what is behind politics, the more vivid and more discreet way that is happening. And let's get registered to vote and influence others, because election is just around the corner. Exactly. A couple months away from this year. Alright? So, with that being said, good luck and thank you.